Hey everybody, this is Captain Kyle and I'm here with another Versus review. This time we're going to take the Classics Grapple and we're going to put them up against the Earthrise Grapple. Be right back. Alright, so let's start it off with the robot mode for Classics Grapple. This is a departure from the G1 version, but it still changes into the same type of vehicle, and he still wants to build his solar power tower, as far as I'm aware. He shares this design with the Classics Inferno. They are both departures from the original G1, mainly because his crane is attached to his forearm rather than hanging down his back. But unlike the original G1, there's a lot of posability. Though he can't quite do the Jean-Claude Van Damme, he tries really hard. He can do front kicks. Side kicks, he can kind of do side kicks. Back kicks, kind of a crescent kick, kind of an X kick. He's got a good amount of articulation in the shoulders, and with the elbow he can swing out, down, he swivels, he can turn his head. He does not swivel at the waist at all, but he still has a great amount of posability. And if he has trouble walking, he has a built-in cane. Now, as he's supposed to be inventing and building things, he's not really equipped with weapons unless he's gonna smack someone across the face with this thing. But overall, he's a very cool figure, but he's very thick. The Earthrise version of Grapple bears a great resemblance to the original G1, has the crane down the back, just like the G1, is armed, has a missile hand, though he can have a regular hand instead. This is an additional attachment that can attach here, and therefore is a great homage to the original G1. The original G1, of course, had the missiles that you'd put in and launch, and they would go bloop if you got it in the US, and through the wall if you bought it in Japan. He also had a very similar, though smaller, gun. And the articulation on this guy is pretty good. He can do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme, though you have to push out his crane, or else that will interfere. Which means, of course, he can do front kicks, back kicks, side kicks, roundhouse kicks, crescent kicks, axe kicks, jumping front kick. Okay, now we're getting a little crazy. But he is very posable with the feet, the arms also. The original could bend at the elbow and at the shoulder, but in this case you can actually slide out to the sides. You can also turn the head. So this has some great posability. In addition to the missile hand gun thingy, or nozzle if they make a Inferno one of these, please Hasbro, please. He also has this claw. This claw can go onto his crane in vehicle mode and be used to pick things up, I guess. You can also use it in place of the missile or a hand to really grab someone by the ball bearings. And when you're not using it, you can always attach it to the crane on the back. As you can see side by side, Classics is a little bit bigger and actually a little bit lighter color yellow compared to the original. I think that the Earthrise coloration is closer to G1 Grapple. Still, both very cool toys. All right, vehicle modes. So the Classics vehicle mode, kind of a shorter, thick truck. It does have an extendable crane or hook. Rub sign over here. It's a pretty clever transformation, though a lot of plates fold out to cover up the stuff on the sides. A lot of movement to the crane and some good detailing. It's got the caution lights, flashers, mirrors, a lot of detailing on the sides here. Though some of this is very reminiscent of maybe a fire engine because it's pretty much the same mold as Inferno, but still a very decent crane. So Sky wanted to show off her toy during this particular video. Either that or trade, I'm not sure. So here we have Earthrise Grapple in vehicle mode. His rear two wheels and front wheels move. It almost looks like he has another wheel there, but it's not. He rolls fine. As a crane, he can again have the claw, which can definitely be used to scratch the back of a cat You can also remove it and have the hook at the end of the crane. It only extends out to the front. It doesn't really extend beyond that, and it can be pulled back quite a ways. You have gun storage on the side and the nozzle missile storage. It's definitely not as large as the Classics Grapple. If they were in scale though, this one would be much larger. But the Earthrise Grapple, I would say, is much more true to the original G1. But if I wanted someone to have my back in a bar, this Grapple, providing the bar doesn't allow weapons. So which one do you prefer? Classics with his really powerful cane hook, bitch slap people with, or the awesome G1 homage of Earthrise? Not that I'm trying to influence your decision. Just go down to the comments. Let me know if you prefer Classics or Earthrise. You decide which one's better. Earthrise is still available in a lot of stores, so I'll put a link down below. You can also probably find it on eBay. If you can't find it in the stores, hopefully you'll be able to get it for a good price. Classics, you would need to go to eBay, so I will put a link below for that one as well. And in the meantime, you can check out these other videos over here. If you like, you can subscribe down there. Hit that notification bell. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We will see you next time, and as always, have fun and good hunting.